Hi students, good evening all. Welcome to Bright Learning App and myself Habib Rahman, the Faculty of Biology.
Hi students, myself Shahir, Faculty of Biology, Target Learning App.
And it's the most awaited day for all the students across India, those who are preparing for NEET examination. And there are lot of doubts, problems in most of the students because there is no AIMS and also JIPMER. It is merged with NEET level examination. So how the question paper will come? It comes from outside the textbook or recent type, assertion type question will be there, and every doubts are cleared very beautifully by NTA. And when we are going through the question paper, generally from physics, chemistry and biology, it is strictly based on NCERT. NCERT textbook, only they are followed. Only one or two questions in biology, it is come outside NCERT, and that we will going through the detailed discussion in the physics, chemistry and biology question paper. And it's the first venture in Kerala and also in Middle East, the question paper online discussion in the same day of examination, and it is very helpful to all of the students. So you can go through the questions and how you have attended the examination, and valuable suggestions are welcome by the Bright Learning App and also Target Learning App. And when we are going through the question paper, normally in biology, the first year and second year when we are considered, first year is also, this year is also with a lot of weightage, and about more than 49 questions, that is 54% is came from first year chapters, and some chapters are there missed, they are not included, and like living world there is no question came, but some chapters with cell biology and also structural organization, animal kingdom, plant growth and development, and this chapter they have given more importance. And in the second year when we are going through different chapters, they not taken reproduction organism, but with from the genetics they have taken 4 questions, and molecular biology 4 questions. But they have given more importance to biotechnology, the first chapter, with 7 questions from a single chapter. So all questions are strictly came from NCERT textbook. Only one question in the evolution, and also one question from the photosynthesis in higher plants. This is just outside from textbook, but it is an explanation that is given in the NCERT textbook. And when we are going through the different questions, the matching type question is about 15 questions in the matching type only, and multiple statements is about 4 questions, correct or wrong pair 2 questions, and statement type, single statement type question 20, and examples only 10 questions. This is a general outline of the question paper. So when we are going through the different level, different questions from 91 to 180, that is 90 questions, and we are discussing E2 version or E2 version of the question booklet. So we can start from the first question, sir.
The first question that is taken from in E2 version, it is taken from evolution. We can see the first question. Which of the following refer to correct example of organisms which have evolved due to changes in environment brought about by anthropogenic action? By moving through this question, we know that it's a direct entrance question. It's a direct NCERT. You can refer the page number 132 in NCERT. That is option A, Darwin's finches of Galapagos Island, herbicide-resistant weeds, drug-resistant eukaryotes, man-created breeds of domesticated animals like dogs. Here the option 3 is the right answer. That is B, C and D is the right answer. That is herbicide-resistant weeds, drug-resistant eukaryotes, man-created breeds of domesticated animals like dogs.
So that is an extension of the NCERT textbook only.
Yes.
That Darwin fringes is naturally evolved, but the herbicide, that is the exact line present in the below the industrial mechanism, that page, that is 132 page, and the exact line. But only the man-created breeds, we know that is an anthropogenic or human created organism that have anthropogenic and it is evolved. And so the answer is B, C and D.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sir, next question.
Next question is a matching pair. So we know that more than 15 questions from the matching type, and it is a zoology based question. And organ of corti, then cochlea, eustachian tubule, stapes. How it is matched. So when we are going through the organ of corti is present on basilar membrane. So located on the basilar membrane, A4. A4 is with only one option. So the students who has the trick or a shortcut to identify the matching pair, so easily they can identify that organ of corti 4, that is A4 is only one option. So the answer is 3. Yeah. And the next question. Okay, it's also related to zoology, that is human health and disease. Human health and disease, and the question that is exactly from the page number 152 and 151 and 152. That is related to immunity, that is acquired and passive immunity. So, sir, please.
The question is like this. Identify the wrong statement with reference to the immunity. Option 1. When exposed to antigen, antibodies are produced in the host body. It is called active immunity. Option 2. When ready-made antibodies are directly given, it is called passive immunity. Option 3. Active immunity is quick and gives full response. Option 4. Fetus receives some antibodies from mother. It is an example for passive immunity. Actually, this question is directly from NCERT. That is page number 151 and 52. And the incorrect answer is option 3.
Incorrect statement. That is the correct answer is third one. That is active immunity is quick and gives full response. It is not quick. We know that active immunity is a vaccination, and the fetus receive, that is the passive acquired immunity, passive natural acquired immunity. And here the passive acquired immunity, they are getting immunoglobulin G through the placenta, and after the birth, the first milk that contain colostrum, that contain immunoglobulin A. That is also the part. So the answer is active immunity is a quick and give full response. It is a wrong statement. It is not quick. So when we are going through the question, we must be seen it is a wrong statement. So the answer is 3.
Moving to the next question. Select the correct events that occur during inspiration. Okay, there is option A, contraction of diaphragm. B, contraction and extension of external intercostal muscles. C, pulmonary volume decreases. D, intrapulmonary pressure increases.
So the chapter is breathing and exchange of gases.
Yeah, yes.
So the answer is?
Answer is first one, that is A and B. Contraction of diaphragm and contraction of external intercostal muscles. It is also taken directly from that of NCERT.
NCERT text. So the exact page, that is page number 270 of NCERT page. So that is the students, those who are preparing for next year NEET examination, you can strictly follow the NCERT textbook only, because NCERT is a bible for our preparation in the NEET level examination. So that's why we are giving the exact page number. Only very rare question is coming outside the NCERT textbook. So here contraction of diaphragm, contraction of external, pulmonary volume is decreases. Pulmonary volume is increasing, so the pressure is decreasing. So the answer is first option, that is A and B only.
Sir, actually this question is somewhat confusing.
Yes. The oxygenation activity of Rubisco enzyme in the photorespiration is to the formation of. We know that as a part of photorespiration, the Rubisco that undergo oxygenation activity, we know that Rubisco is ribulose bisphosphate oxygenase and carboxylase enzyme, carboxylase and oxygenase enzyme, and is the most abundant enzyme in the biosphere. And here, when the oxidation is taken place, the Rubisco that combine with the oxygen and produces one molecule of 2 carbon compound, and the 2 carbon compound is 2-phosphoglycolate. 2-phosphoglycolate is a 2 carbon compound and a 3 carbon compound, and that is 3-phosphoglycerate. So that's why it is called as C2 cycle, because it's a 2 carbon compound and 1 3 carbon compound. But the option that contain 1 molecule of 4 carbon compound and 1 molecule of 2 carbon compound. So our explanation, that is, it is the correct option is not in the answer, because rubulose bisphosphate is a 5 carbon compound, no additional carbon is added, so only 3 plus 2, and we know that photorespiration that completes in 3 cell organelles, chloroplast, peroxisome and mitochondria, and it is the deviation from the normal photosynthesis. So the answer, exactly the answer is not here, so we can wait for what will be NTA will be says about the option.
Next question. The infectious stages of Plasmodium that enters the human body is. This question is from Human Health and Disease in +2.
Page number 147.
Yeah, 147, yes, sir. Here the options are given like trophocytes, sporocytes, female gametocytes, male gametocytes. It is given in life cycle of Plasmodium. Okay, in life cycle of Plasmodium, it is telling that sporocytes. Sporocytes are the infectious stage of Plasmodium that transmitted through female Anopheles mosquito into a healthy person. Okay, so the option is correct is here trophocytes. Sorry, sporocytes.
Sporocyte, yeah. And it is exactly given there is a flow chart, yeah. And the flow chart is very familiar for all the students, and the flow chart it is clearly explained that sporozoite.
Okay, page number 147.
147.
147.
Okay. And next question, 97th question. And the question that is coming from the cell, the unit of life, and the statement that is, which are the following statement about inclusion bodies is incorrect. And inclusion bodies are the reserve food material that is freely suspended in the cytoplasm, and it is free granules like cyanophysin granule, phosphate granule, and glycogen granule in the prokaryotic cell. So the options are they are not bounded by any membrane. So that is a correct statement. It is not bounded by any membrane. We know that prokaryotic cell, there is no membrane bounded structure. They are involved in ingestion of food particle. It is not. It is a wrong statement or incorrect. They lie free in cytoplasm. All the lines are exactly given in the page number 129 related to glycogen. The inclusion bodies. And they lie free in cytoplasm, and they represent the reserve material. So all the statement, they are not bounded by any membrane, they lie free in cytoplasm, they represent the reserve food material, all are correct, but only one wrong is these are involved in the ingestion of food particle. So, yes. 98th question, that is dissolution of synaptonemal complex occur. That is the page number in the cell cycle and cell division. 168, the page number 168, there is a paragraph, and the same paragraph we got 2 questions, meiosis 1 and prophase 1. And the dissolution of synaptonemal complex. Synaptonemal complex is formed during the zygotine, and it is dissolved at the after packaging, that is called as diplotin. So we know that stage chiasma formation taken place. So the answer is 3, that diplotin. Is diplotin.
So next one, ray florets.
Ray floret, that is from Morphology of Flowering Plants, and in the page number 73 of Morphology of Flowering Plant, that is below the hypogynous, epigynous, perigynous diagram, there is the explanation for the hypogynous, epigynous, perigynous flower, and the question is ray florets of sunflower is with the inferior ovary, that is with inferior ovary, that is the flowers are epigynous flower. 3 examples we are studying in that part, that is gourds and guava and ray florets of inflorescence, and this is one example based question. The first example based question, that is ray florets of sunflower is with the inferior ovary, that is epigynous flower. So answer is first option. So 100th question. In gel electrophoresis, the separated DNA fragments can be visualized with the help of, we know that when we are going through the biotechnology 1, chapter 1 of the biotechnology, And the page number 198, there is the left side, there is the diagram of gel electrophoresis, and the right side there is a paragraph, and that explains that ethidium bromide in ultraviolet radiation, because DNA are invisible and it is visible by the adding ethidium bromide, a violet bluish color stain to the DNA during the electrophoresis, and the gel electrophoresis is done by ethidium bromide stain, and it is visualized on the ultraviolet radiation. So answer is 2, second option.
Moving to the next question. It's a
Question
question from
yeah.
+2, human reproduction.
Reproductive health.
In which of the following technique the embryo are transferred to assist those females who cannot conceive? Here the question is asked like this: the embryos are transferred to assist those females who cannot conceive. We know that 2 methods are there for transferring an embryo transfer. First one, zygote intrafallopian transfer. If a blastomere is up to 8 blastomere, that means if a zygote divides and undergo blastomere, up to 8 blastomere means we will transfer it into fallopian tube. If it is more than 8 blastomere, we will transfer it into the uterus. So the right answer coming under this. So somewhat confusing it because of the term embryo came here. So the answer is SIFT and IUT.
Never go through the gift.
Yeah, it's a gamete. It's a gamete. Here it is called that embryo.
So the answer is first
one.
Okay.
So same. The next chapter, the same chapter, that is select the reproductive health. Yeah. Select the option including all sexually transmitted diseases. Here the option given as first one, gonorrhea, syphilis, genital herpes. Option 2, gonorrhea, malaria and genital herpes. Malaria, we know it's not a sexually transmitted disease. Then option 3, AIDS, malaria and filaria. Then here also malaria came. Then fourth one, cancer. Okay, AIDS, syphilis. The right answer is first one, gonorrhea, syphilis and genital herpes. This is a bacterial disease. This is also a bacterial disease. Another one is viral disease. Okay, yeah. Okay, next one. Question number 1 or 3. Identify the wrong statement with reference to the transport of oxygen. Here, binding of oxygen with the hemoglobin is mainly related to the partial pressure of oxygen. That's the right answer. Okay, next one, partial pressure of carbon dioxide can interfere with the oxygen binding with the hemoglobin. That is PCO2. Then higher H plus concentration. That means low pH. Okay, low pH in alveoli favors the formation of oxyglobin. It's the wrong answer. So it's given in the page number 274 in your NCERT textbook. Okay, 274. So the right answer is third one, higher concentration in alveoli favors the formation of oxyhemoglobin. Okay.
Okay, next question. 104, and it is from Anatomy of Flowering Plants, and the page number 96. There's a paragraph of hardwood and sapwood. Identify the incorrect statement. Hardwood does not conduct water, but it gives mechanical support. We know that it is not conducting because it is filled with lignin and suberin, and it is very tannin also. So it is very strong and it is not conducting water. So it is a correct statement. As sapwood is involved in conduction of water and minerals from root to that is the living part of the xylem, and that is conducting. And the sapwood is innermost xylem and lighter in color. It is not innermost in the region, that is the outermost secondary xylem. Sapwood is outermost secondary xylem. So the wrong statement, incorrect statement is third one. And due to the deposition of tannin resin oil, hardwood is darkening color. It is also the correct statement. And all the statement that is exactly from NCERT textbook. Only one difference, that is the sapwood is innermost, not innermost, it is outermost. That is only small difference that is they made. So it is exact lines that is you can see in the page number 96 of NCERT textbook. So the next question that is also coming from biotechnology. Biotechnology is filled with a lot of questions in this question paper. Biotechnology. I think there are 7 questions. 7 questions. 7 questions came from biotechnology itself. And identify the wrong statement regarding restriction enzyme. Identify the wrong statement regarding the restriction enzyme. We know that restriction enzyme we are studying about ECOR1, the specific example that is also asked in the question paper. And here Each restriction enzyme function by inspecting the length of the DNA sequence. It is an exact line, a paragraph. The second paragraph of the page number 196 that gives the same line, and it is the inspecting the full length of the DNA sequence. And it cut the strand of DNA at a palindromic sequence. It is wrong because it is reading the palindromic sequence, but it cut only on the selectable region, selected cutting region, cleaving region. It will be act. So palindromic site is wrong. This line, this term is wrong in the case of the statement, and they are useful in the genetic engineering. Correct, and sticky ends can be joined by DNA ligase. It is also correct statement. So here this term is only the wrong statement in this question. So the exact statements from the 196 of the page number of NCERT textbook. Next is also from NCERT, that is the chapter Plant Kingdom. Yeah. Page number 33 of NCERT textbook, the last paragraph of the rhodophyceae in the first part, and the Floridian starch is structurally similar to, we know, amylopectin and glycogen. It's very simple direct question, and it's a previous several times it was asked. The Floridian starch is structurally similar to amylopectin and glycogen. Amylopectin is a part of the starch molecule, the side chain of the starch, and glycogen is a reserve food material in the animals and fungus. So the Floridian starch that shows the structural similarity with both the plant reserve food material and also animal food material. That is one of the important phylogenetical characteristic feature of this Floridian starch that is present in the rhodophyceae. So next one, the 107, choose the correct pair. Paired question, wrong pair question, only two questions are there. And correct pair from the following. First option, ligases join the two DNA molecule. It's a correct statement. Anyway, we will go through the other statement. Polymerase that break down into DNA fragment. Polymerase enzyme is lengthening and polymerization is taken place. DNA polymerase, RNA polymerase. We know that DNA dependent RNA polymerase 1 and 2, 3 we have studied. And nucleases separate the two strands of DNA that will be breakdown, and it is not separating, it is breaking down the DNA molecule. And exonuclease make cut at the specific position in the DNA, cut at the within the DNA, not within the DNA, it is in the peripheral part, not within the DNA, it's in the peripheral part. That's why it is called as exonuclease enzyme. So exonuclease and endonuclease are belonging to the wild class that is called as nuclease enzyme. So ligase which join to DNA molecule, that's the correct option.
Coming to the next question, it is from evolution, chapter evolution. I think that the only question that is asked from outside
the textbook, because the embryological evidence is not explained in the NCERT textbook.
Actually, evidences of evolution, it is coming that only paleontological evidence, then morphology, comparative anatomy and morphology, then biochemical or biomolecular evidences and all. So here the answer, that's the embryological support for evolution was disproved by Carl Ernst von Baer. Alfred Wallace, it is regarding with the same conclusion that made by Charles Darwin, and Charles Darwin, we know he is the
Alfred Wallace, he disproved the Lamarck experiment.
Lamarck. Actually he had Charles Darwin same conclusion he made while then Charles Darwin made the
and all these term names are explained in the NCERT.
That
is operating concept.
That is mainly chemical evolution.
So the student who know about operating, Charles Darwin and Alfred Wallace, they can select the answer. They can select the answer.
We cannot able to tell that is not an outside.
That is not outside. Because Alfred Wallace that is mentioned in the NCERT. Charles Darwin very well explained in the NCERT. And Stanley Miller is also explained. So only this is not explained, and we know the student, naturally the student know about who is Alfred Wallace and what is his concept, and Charles Darwin. So this is actually, it is from NCERT textbook, but they can choose the correct answer, those who are know about Wallace, Darwin and also Oparin.
The next question, the first phase of translation. The first phase of translation is coming, this chapter came from that of molecular base of inheritance, that is genetics 2.
Page number
114.
The exact line is there in NCERT.
The binding of mRNA to ribosome, recognition of DNA molecule, amino acylation of tRNA, recognition of an anticodon. The first and foremost step in translation. What do you mean by translation? We know transcription and translation means from formation of polypeptide chain from mRNA. Okay, it is actually the first step is activation of amino acid. Here it is given as amino acylation of tRNA. Amino acylation of tRNA is the right answer.
That is the
here.
charging of tRNA.
Yeah, charging
by
of
using
tRNA.
ATP energy. That ATP energy is used for the peptide formation in the MR. Sorry, rRNA ribosome.
Yeah, that is amino acylation of tRNA. First step in translation. Okay.